Hi friends, my name is Milan Dolaria. In previous video we learned up to the exercise 1.1, right? So in this video we will start exercise 1.2. Okay, so let's start it with question number 1. First of all, read this question. Express each numbers as product of its prime factors. Okay, express each number as a product of its prime factor. That means here we need to find the prime factor. Okay, that means we need to do prime factorization. Okay, first number is 140, so we can use this prime factorization method, like right, tree method. So here at this place we only need to write the prime numbers only. Okay, we need to write here prime factors only. So here first of all 140. Now if we think about the 140, then 140 is divisible with 2 and 140 is divisible with 5. Why? Because last digit is 0, that means even, right? So this number is divisible with 2 and last number is 0, so this number is also divisible with the 5. Okay, now if we know the two factors, okay, so it is very easy to solve this sum by big factor. That means here we know 2 is a factor of 140 and 5 is a factor of 140. So just going with the 5. Okay, big factor. So our number becomes small. Now if we here we take 5, then 140 divided by 5. Okay, first of all here 14 we have, so 5 2s are 10, remainder 4, 40, 5 8s are 40. Okay, otherwise you can do the division. 140 divided by 5, you will get the answer 28. Okay, now if we think about the factor of 28, then we know that 7 4s are 28, right? So 7 is one prime number, so here 7, 4s are 20 here, 4s are 28, so here 4. Now for 4 we know that 2 2s are 4, and after that 2 1s are 2, and at last here we want 1. Okay, so in this way we can get the prime factor of 140. Okay, 5 7 2 2. So 2 multiply 2 multiply 7 multiply 5. This is the prime factorization of 140. Okay, now we can write this answer in exponential form. Okay, here 2 times we have 2, so we can write like this, 2 square, then 5 only one time we have, so as it is 7 as it is. Okay, here 2 we have 2 times, so we can write like this, 2 square, 5 as it is, 7 as it is. Okay, this is the prime factorization of 140. Second number it is 156. Okay, now first of all we can directly see here this number is divisible with 2, right? Because last digit we have 6 is even number. If we have last digit even, then definitely this number is divisible with 2. Okay, so let's take 2 here. Now if we think about the 2, then 2 sevens are 14. Okay, 15, 2 sevens are 14, so 15 minus 14 1. So at last we have 6, so it becomes a 16, right? Here we have one remainder, so it becomes 16. Now 2 8s are 16. Okay, otherwise you can do the division process. Okay, now we have 78. Again we can divide it with 2, because again we have last digit even number, right? So again 2. Now here we have 7, so 2 3s are 6, one remainder, it becomes 18, 2 9s are 18. Okay, now we have 39. For 39 we know that 13 3s are, right? So here 13 3s are 39 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, so this is the prime factorization of 156. Okay, 2 multiply 2 multiply 13 multiply 3. Okay, 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 13, and we can write in the exponential form. Okay, here we have 2 times 2, so 2 square, then 3 as it is, 13 as it is. Okay, 2 times we have 2, so 2 square, 3 as it is and 13 as it is. Okay, then next number is 3825, right? So prime factorization of 3825. So here at last we have 5, right? So we can divide this number by 5. Okay, last digit we have 5, so we can divide this number with 5. Okay, so here 5. Now first 2 digit is 38, right? So 5 sevens are 35. Okay, then 3 is remainder, 38 minus 35, right? So now next 2 digit it is 32. So in table of 5, 32, so 5 6 are 30. Okay, so 2 is remainder. So here at last we have 25. So 5 5s are 25. Okay, again I repeat this process. We have unit digit 5, so this number is divisible with 5. Okay, so here 5, then here 38, so 5 sevens are 35. 38 minus 35, 3, 32. Now 5 6 are 30. Okay, 32 minus 32, so 25. So 5 5s are 25. Otherwise you can do the division process at yourself. Okay, now again we have unit digit as a 5, so again we can divide this number with 5. So here 5. Okay, now 5 ones are 5, then 2 is remainder. Okay, so it becomes 26. So 5 5s are 25. Okay, 26 minus 25, 1 is remainder. So here 15. So 5 3s are 15. Okay, again just quickly repeat these things. 5 ones are 5, 2 is remainder, 26, 5 5s are 25, 1 is remainder, 15, 5 3s are 15. Okay, now we have unit digit 3, so we cannot divide with 5, we cannot divide with 2. Okay, so which number we can take here? Just do the addition process of all these 3 digits. So 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 3 9. 9 is divisible with 3, so this number is divisible with 3. This is the divisibility test of 3, right? If sum of all the digit is divisible by 3, then this number is divisible by 3. Okay, here if we do the sum of digit 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 3 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so 153 is divisible by 3. So here we can take 3. Okay, 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3. Okay, now for 51 we know that 3 17s are, right? And 17 1s are 17, because 17 itself it is a prime number. Okay, so these are the prime factor of 3825. 5 5 3 3 17. Okay, 5 multiply 5 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 17. Okay, so 2 times we have 3, so 3 square. Through 2 times we have 5, so 5 square, and multiply 1 times 17. Okay, so 3 square multiply 5 square multiply 17. Okay, 2 times 3, 2 times 5, and 1 times 17. So 3 square multiply 5 square multiply 17. Okay, same answer is written here. Okay, then number 4, it is 5005. Okay, now in unit digit we have 5, so definitely this number is divisible by 5. Okay, at unit place we have 5, so this number is divisible by 5. So here 5 ones are 5, then 2 0, so same 0 we need to write here, and again at last we have 5, so 5 ones are 5. Okay, now 1001. Okay, 1001. So if we think about this number 1001, then addition of all the digits, if we subtract, sorry, here we cannot divide this number by 2, because at unit place we have odd digit, right? If we do the addition of the digit, then addition is 2, which is not divisible by 3. So this number is not divisible by 3 even. At unit place we have 1. So this number is not divisible by 5. Okay. If we check the divisibility test of 11, then what is the divisibility test of 11? Here we have 1001, right? So just remove the unit digit from here and subtract here. So 100 minus 1, 99. Okay, 99 is divisible by 11. So this number is divisible by 11. Okay, this is the divisibility test of 11. Again, here we have 1001, right? So remove your unit digit from here and subtract that digit from the remaining digits. So 100 minus 1, 99. 99 is divisible by 11. So this number is divisible by 11. Okay, so we can divide 1001 by 11. So here we have 100. So 11 nines are 99. Okay, 100 minus 1. So 1 is remainder. So it becomes 11 and 11 ones are 11. Okay, again I repeat this thing. Here we have 11. So 11 nines are 99. 100 minus 99, 1. So 1 remainder and 1 is unit digit. So 11. 11 ones are 11. Now for 91, we know that 13 sevens are 91, right? So 13 sevens are 91 and at last 7 ones are 7. Okay, so this is the prime factorization of 5005. 5, 11, 13, 7. Okay, 5 multiply 7 multiply 11 multiply 13. Here all the factors are 1 time, so we cannot convert in exponential form. This is the simplest form, otherwise exponential form. Okay, so factor of 5005, it is 5 multiply 7 multiply 11 multiply 13. Okay, now last question, it is 7429. Okay, now at unit place we have 9. 9 is odd number, so this number is not divisible by 2, right? Let's check for the 3. Okay, then 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. 13 plus 9, 21. Sorry, 22. Right? 13 plus 9, 22. So this number is not divisible by 3. Okay. Then if we check for the 11, then 7, 4, 2, 9. Now remove this 9 and put here. So 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9, 3. Here 3, 7. Again we can repeat this process. Here we get 70. So 70 is not divisible by 11. So this number is not divisible by 11. Okay. Then we need to check this. Now we need to check this number for 13, right? So for 13, what we need to check here, if we multiply 4 times the unit digit, that means this 9, 9 4s are 36, and if we add that number to the given number, okay, we need to multiply 4 times our unit digit and we need to add that number to the remaining digit. Okay, so here 8, 4 plus 3, 7, 7, 7, 8. Again we can repeat this process. 8 4s are 32. Okay, 7 plus 2, 9, 7 plus 3, 109. So here 109, it is in not in the table of 13, right? That means 109 is not divisible by 13. So this number is not divisible by 13. Okay, then we need to use our next divisibility test. It is for the 17. Okay, what is the divisibility test of 17? We need to subtract 5 times the unit digit. Here we have 9. So 5 times 45. We need to subtract that number from the remaining digit. Okay. So here we get 697. Right. We can again repeat this process. 7 5s are 35. We can subtract here. 9 minus 5, 4. 6 minus 3, 3. So at last we get 34. Now if we think about the 34, right? So this number is divisible by 17 because 17 twos are 34. Okay, so alternately 7 4 2 9, it is divisible by 17. Okay, again I repeat this divisibility test. 5 times the unit digit, we need to subtract here. Okay, so here 697, again we can repeat this process. 7 5 is 35. So here we get 34. 34 is divisible by 17, so this number is divisible by 17. Okay, so here 17. Okay, now 17 fours are 68, right? 17 fours are 68. 74 minus 68, 6. Okay, so here it becomes 62. So 17 threes are 51. If we subtract 51 from 62, it's 11, right? So here it becomes 119. So 17 sevens are 119. Okay, so we get here 437. Again we need to check for the 437. 437 is divisible by which number? First of all, if we think about the 2, then here unit digit is 7, so this is not divisible by 2, right? If we think about the 3, then sum of the digit 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 7 14. 14 is not divisible with 3, so alternately 437 is not divisible by 3. Also it is not divisible by 5, right? Then if we check it for the 7, then what we need to do, we need to double our unit digit. That means this 7. Okay, 7 multiply 2, 14. We need to subtract here. 43 minus 14, it's a 29, right? 29 is not divisible by 7, so this number is not divisible by 7 even. Okay, then let's check for the 11. For 11, what we need to do, remove the digit and here subtraction. So 43 minus 7, it's a 36. 36 is not divisible by 7, so this number is not divisible by 11. Okay, 36 is not divisible by 11, so 437 is not divisible by 11. Then we need to check it for the 13. Okay, for 13 what we need to do, 4 times the unit digit. So 7 4s are 28 and we need to add here. Okay, 8 plus 3 1, 11. 4 plus 2 6 plus 1 7, 71. Now 71 is not divisible by 13, so 437 is not divisible by 13. Okay, then next we need to check it for the 17. Okay, 5 times the unit digit 35, we need to subtract here. Okay, 43 minus 35, it is the 8. 8 is not divisible by 17, so this number is not divisible by 17. Okay, then we need to check for the 19. Okay, double the unit digit. Okay, so here 7 to the 14 and we need to add this number to the original number. So 4 plus 3 7, 5 4 plus 1 5, 57, right? 57 is divisible by 19, so this number is divisible by 19. Okay, what is the divisibility test of 19? Here we have 437. We need to multiply. We need to double the unit digit. So 7 to the 14 and that we need to add here. 4 plus 3 7, 4 plus 1 5. Sorry. 437. Double the digit. So 7 to the 14. Okay. 4 plus 3 7 and 4 plus 1 5, 57. So 57 is divisible by 19, right? So this number is divisible by 19. So one by one we need to check the divisibility test. Okay, so here 19. Now 19 twos are 38, right? 43 minus 38, 5. So at last it becomes 57, right? 19 threes are 57. So here we get answer 23. Now if we think about the 23, then 23 itself, it is a prime number. Okay, so 23 ones are 23. So these are the prime factor of 7429, 17, 19 and 23. Okay, so here 17 multiply 19 multiply 23. Okay, 7429 is equals to 17 multiply 19 multiply 23. Okay, so in this way we can do the prime factorization. Okay, then question number 2. Read this question. Find the LCM and SCF of the following pairs of integers and verify that LCM multiply SCF is equals to product of the two numbers. Okay, I already explained this formula in the theory part. LCM multiply SCF is equals to product of the two numbers, right? So first of all, here we need to find the LCM, then we need to find the SCF, then we need to multiply SCF multiply LCM, and we need to check it the product for the product of two numbers. Okay, in exercise 1.1 we find the SCF by using the Euclid's division algorithm. Here we will find the SCF and LCM by the factorization method, prime factorization method. Okay, so our first number is 26 and 91. So first of all, 26, we need to factorize 26. So for 26 directly we can write, because directly we know the answer, 2 multiply 13, right? 13 to the 26. And for the 91, that even we know that 13 sevens are, right? 26 means 13 to the, and 91 means 13 sevens are. Okay, this is already in the exponential form, right? Now if we want to find the SCF, SCF means what? Highest common factor, and these are the factors, right? So what is common factor here? 13, because 13 is present in both this answer, right? 13 is a factor of 26 and 13 is a factor of 91 even. Okay, so only 13 is same in both this number. Okay, so our answer of SCF is 13. Then for the LCM, now for LCM what we need to do? First of all, we need to convert the factors into exponential form. Okay, if same factors are present in more than one number, then we need to consider a factor with higher exponent. Okay, we need to consider a factor with highest exponent. Okay, so in LCM what we need to do? Here 13 is present in both this number, so we only need to write 13 one time. Okay, lowest common multiples. So if common is there, so we need to write on the one time. Okay, second thing, if 13 is present in both this number, then we need to take a number 13 with highest exponent, but here in both this number we have exponent 1 1, so that's why we consider 13 one time. Okay, now what is other remaining numbers? Here we have 2 and here we have 7, that even we need to write here. Okay, 13 to the 26, 26 into 7. Okay, 26 into 7, 7 6 the 42, 4 7 to the 14 plus 4, 182. Okay, again I repeat the process. 26, 91. Okay, 26, that is 13 to the, and here 13 7 the. For SCF what we need to do? Okay, common factor which is 13. So SCF is 13, only common factor. But LCM what we need to do? If same number is present in both this number, then we need to write only a factor with the highest exponent. So here in both this number, 13 have same exponent 1, right? So we need to write 13 one time. Okay, we do not need to write it two times. And other factor we also need to write here 2 and 7. Okay, so 13 to the 26 into 7 182. Alternatively, all the factors we need to write in the LCM, but with the highest exponent, right? Here highest exponent of 13 is 1, so here 13 one time. Highest exponent of 2 it is 1, so one time. Highest exponent of 7 it is one time. Okay, and at last we need to multiply it 182. Now we need to check our answer by this formula. So first of all, LCM multiply SCF. LCM is 182 and SCF is 13. If we multiply 182 by 13, then our answer is 2366. Okay, this is our left hand side, right? Left hand side of this formula. Now right hand side, product of two numbers. That means our original two number 26 and 91. If we multiply 26 by 91, we get the same answer 2366. Okay, in both this case we get the same answer, so we can say that LCM multiply SCF is equals to product of two numbers. Okay, our formula is proved here, okay, hence proved. LCM multiply SCF is equals to product of two numbers. Okay, then second question, 510 and 92. Okay, if we think about the factors of the 510, then 510 it means 51 tens are, right? At last we have 10, that means 51 tens are. Now for 15 we know that it's a 17 threes are, right? And for 10 2 fives are, right? So these are the factors 2, 3, 5 and 17. Okay, these are the factors of 510. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 17. Okay, 2 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 17, and second number that is 92. Okay, so first of all we can write here 2 because 46 to the 92. Again we can write 2 because for 46 23 to the, right? If you think about 92, then 46 to the, here 23 to the. Okay, and these are the prime numbers. 23 itself it is a prime number, so we can write here 2 to 23. Okay, 2 to the 4, 23 for the 92. Okay, so 2 to 23 is a factor of 92. Okay, now for SCF what we need to do, we just need to take common number, right? We need to take common number, so here we have 2 common in both this case, both this number. Okay, so SCF is 2. Okay, SCF is 2. Now we need to find the LCM. For LCM what we need to do, first of all we need to convert this number into exponential form. So here this is already in the exponential form, right? 510 2 3 5 17, but here we can write 2 times, so 2 square and 23. Okay, 2 square 23. Now if we think about the 2, then here 2 have exponent 1 and here we have 2 have exponent 2, so we need to write with the maximum exponent, so 2. Okay, we need to write a number with highest exponent, so here 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, so we need to write here 2 raised to 2. If we think about the 3, it is one time, 5 it is even one time, 17 it is even one time, and 23 it is also one time. Okay, so this is the LCM. Again I repeat this LCM. In LCM what we need to do, first of all we need to convert in the exponential form, so 2 raised to 2 and 23. First of all we think about 2 raised to 2 and 2 raised to 1, so which is highest? 2 raised to 2, right? So that we need to write here. 3 only we have one time, so that we need to write here. 5 only we have one time, that we need to write here. 17 only one time, that we need to write here, and 23 only one time, that is even we need to write here. So this is the answer of LCM. Okay, 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 17 multiply 23. Okay, if we multiply these numbers, we get the answer 23,460. Okay, 23460. Now we need to check our formula. So first of all, SCF multiply LCM. Right, answer of SCF it's a 2, and answer of LCM it is 23460. Okay, if we multiply this number with 2, we get the answer 46920. Okay, now product of two numbers, that means our original numbers. If we multiply these two numbers, then even we get the answer 46920. So here we get the same answer. So SCF multiply LCM is equals to product of two numbers. Okay, then question number 3. 336 and 54. Okay, 336 and 54. So first of all, we need to factorize this 336. Okay, now at last we have even digit, so we can divide with 2. Okay, 2 ones are 2, 1 is remainder. So here 13, 2 6 are 12, again 1 remainder 16, 2 8s are 16. Okay, again we can divide with 2 because at last we have even digit. Right, 2 8s are 16 and 2 4s are 8. Okay, again we can divide by 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Okay, now if we think about 42, again we can divide with 2, 21 2s are 42, right? Now for the 21, 3 7s are 21, so 3 7s are, and at last 7 1s are 7. Okay, so here we have 2 2 2 2 3 and 7. Okay, 2 2 2 4 times and 3 and 7. These are the prime factors of 336. Okay, 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 7. We can convert it in the form of exponential form. Right, so 4 times 2, so 2 raised to 4, then 3, then 7. Okay, 2 raised to 4, multiply 1 times 3 and 1 times 7. Now for 54. Okay, unit digit is even, so we can divide with 2. 2 2s are 4, 1 is remainder 14, 2 7s are 14. Now for the 27, we know that 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, so prime factor of 54 it is 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. Okay, 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3, we can write it in the form of exponential form. So 1 times 2 and 3 times we have 3, so 3 cube. Okay, here we have 3 times 3, so here 3 cube. Okay, now first of all SCF. For SCF what we need to do? We just need to find the common factor. Here we have 2, here even we have 2, so one time we need to write 2. Okay, then if we think about this 3, then 3 is present in both these numbers, so one time we need to write this 3, and no any other factors are common. Right, so this is the answer of SCF. 2 multiply 3, 6. Okay, again for the SCF, same factor we want, so one time 2 we have, one time 3 we have, so 2 multiply 3, SCF is equals to 6. Okay, then LCM. Now for LCM what we need to do? We just need to write a number with the highest exponent, right? So here we have 2 raised to 4 and here we have only 1 time 2. So which is highest? This one. So here in answer we need to write 2 raised to 4. Okay, then if we think about the 3, here 3 raised to 3, here only 1 time 3. So which is greater? This one, right? 3 raised to 3. And 1 time 7 is remaining, so that 7 even we need to write here. Okay, again for the LCM, we need to write a factor with highest exponent. So here from 2 raised to 4 and 2, 2 raised to 4 is highest. Here 3 raised to 3 and 3, 3 raised to 3 is highest, and here 7. 1 times 7 is remaining. Okay. Now 2 raised to 4 it's a 16, 3 raised to 3 it's a 27. Multiply 7. Okay. If we multiply 16 by 27 by 7, we get the answer 3024. Okay, you can do the multiplication process. If we multiply this number, we get the answer 3024. So now our LCM and SCF are ready, right? So just we need to check our formula. LCM multiply SCF. Okay, LCM multiply SCF. LCM it is a 3024 and SCF 6. Okay, so if we multiply 3024 by 6, then we get the answer 18144. Okay, if we multiply 3024 by 6, then we get the answer 18144. Now we need to check the product of these two numbers, that means 336 multiply 54, then even we get the same answer 18144. Okay, so alternately we can write like this: SCF multiply LCM is equals to 336 multiply 54. That means product of the numbers. Okay, LCM multiply SCF is equals to product of the numbers. So first of all, we need to do the prime factorization. After that, we can find the SCF and LCM. In SCF, we only just need to consider the common factor. Okay, and in LCM, we need to write a factor with highest exponent, and we need to cover all the factors, whether it is same in both this number or not, but we need to consider it. Okay, so students, if you have any doubt up to this question, please write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Okay, thank you.